Welcome to the Leadership Lessons from the Great Books podcast. I'm your host, Jesan Sorrells. Today on Jesan Sorrells Presents, I want to talk a little bit about leadership. As a matter of fact, I want to talk to you a little bit about another project that I have that I'm working on that I think you'll be very interested in. There are life lessons that can be gleaned from any possible source. So there's life lessons you can glean from watching my videos. There's life lessons you can glean from reading a book. There's life lessons you can glean from watching a movie and really absorbing what that filmmaker or that screenwriter is trying to say. There are life lessons and wisdom that you can glean from a mentor or from a coach. And yet, life lessons, true, genuine wisdom, typically comes about over the course of time. And time is the one thing that we can never get more of, but we can leverage through understanding what has been written in the past during the entire epoch of time in which we have lived to get better. The places where this type of work happens, the places where this type of knowledge, this type of wisdom is usually located are in the great books. By the way, when I say great, I mean great as defined by time. Books that have stood the test of time. Books and wisdom that contain knowledge and engagement that has lasted through plagues, through wars, through economic collapse, through civil strife. I'm not talking about flash in the pan wisdom. I'm not talking about the wisdom of the now. I'm not even talking about the wisdom of yesterday, which was like 5 minutes ago. I'm talking about the wisdom, the hard acquired wisdom that has come down to us through books that have been written across the span of time that almost everybody in the world has read or has heard of at one time or another. Our great books, and I'm going to be specific about this, the great books in the Western canon, right? These are the books that are full of wisdom, and they are full of wisdom that we can apply to our modern fractious times. It took me a while to stumble on this insight, not because I haven't been reading books, I have, not because I haven't been gaining information from books, I've been doing that, but because it's taken me a while to really comprehend the link. It's taken me about 20 years to comprehend the link between my life and the book and the work that creates a triangle of meaning that allows me, as Martin Heidegger might say, to engage with being. Or as the great theologians of the past, like Augustine might say, or Thomas Aquinas might say, to engage with God. To go directly to the city of God, and maybe even to build a brick inside of it. Yes, I did say build a brick, not place one. Heidegger, Augustine, Marcus Aurelius. These are names that I don't care where you are. I don't care if you're in China or India. I don't care if you're in Zimbabwe or Kenya. I don't care if you're in Sao Paulo or if you're in on the plains of Argentina. I don't care if you're in Canada or Antarctica. You've heard of these names. So the new project that I'm launching in September, Leadership Lessons from the Great Books podcast. I will be hosting this new show. It'll be a 2-hour plus long podcast. I will read selections from these great works that I have chosen, works that I think resonate across time, works that really mean something to somebody, and not just one somebody, but a lot of somebodies over the course of human history. I will read these books, I will read excerpts from them, and I will talk about them, and I will engage with them with you in the context of leadership. What can we learn from the work of Nehemiah? What can we learn from Marcus Aurelius? What can we learn from Willa Cather and John Steinbeck? What can we learn from Jack London and Anton Chekhov? What can we learn from John Dos Passos, and many, many others. And don't worry, we're going to explore the whole Western canon, and we're going to read many books, at least until I run out of interest. So, if you're interested, I want you to direct message me, and I want you to subscribe. I want you to send me an email so I can add you to the early subscriber list for Leadership Lessons from the Great Books podcast. And I look forward to hearing your ears and getting your feedback on this new project that I'll be launching in September 2020. And thank you.